Hey everybody, what's up? And welcome back to Really Dad. I'm Josh and my daughter here,
Bailey.
We are still we're like 100 away from 15K. And about 47% of you guys are still not subscribed that are watching our videos.
Yeah,
and
so
once
subscribe.
again, it's free. It's free. Subscribe. What are you waiting on?
Yes, please subscribe. I feel like the government is doing bad things, but I think a lot of things that people like conspiracists make up, I don't think half of that's like true, but I think the government would do bad things.
I think there could be some truth to a lot of them. I think there's one that I do believe, which is not really so much a conspiracy anymore, but is the JFK assassination, the president, and that the CIA was involved in it. There is so much evidence on that it's actually happened.
Sounds like that would happen. That sounds like believable.
Well, to think that our own government would kill the sitting president at the time is pretty crazy that they would do that.
I wasn't around during that time.
I know, me either. I'm just saying, but it's been a long-going conspiracy. No, that happened in like the 60s in Dallas.
Oh, I thought that happened in like the 80s. Who was the president in the 80s?
Well, we had George Bush Sr. and probably Reagan.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. I was born in 84.
When I was little, I only thought there was 3 presidents. I thought it was George Washington. What's his name? The
Obama.
dude. Yeah, Obama one. And Abraham Lincoln. I only thought there were 3.
Yeah, that's it. We've only had 3.
That's what I thought in like first grade. I was like, who are all these others? They were
3
like
in the last 200-something years we've been a country.
I remember in first grade, they were like, who's the 13th president? I was like, huh?
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows that.
Yeah, I don't think anybody does
No,
either.
I'm sure they do. People that are big into history.
Yeah.
But I would say the one that drives me the craziest, and I think we've brought it up before, and I think it does you too as well, is flat earthers.
Yes.
I just can't get on it. I can't get on the same page as a flat earther. I
know many people feel that same way, that flat earthers just like, what? I don't know. It just makes no sense.
Just to think that many people all around the world, all scientists, everybody is all lying about Earth being a sphere.
I don't understand why they would lie about that, though.
Well, because for mostly biblical reasons. They think the Bible says in the Bible that the Earth is flat.
Really?
And that the Earth is flat. And it's biblically. So that's why they believe it. I don't know if the Bible actually says that.
A lot of atheists believe the Earth is flat too, but everybody has their own conspiracy on it.
They just want to think that we're all being lied to, that we're all being fooled.
Yeah, and they want to be different.
Yeah, they would have to be making up like all the scientists that talk about all the stuff in space and all this stuff, and I mean all this information that they would have to continuously lie about constantly just to say to cover up flat Earth.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It just wouldn't make any sense because you would be able to see New York from right here if the Earth is flat.
Yeah, if it's as big as a scale as they say it is on a flat surface, then maybe not. But you'd definitely be able to see a lot farther than we actually do.
What I don't understand, okay, so when you go to the ocean, you can see it curve.
Right, yeah.
Like, if you're standing out on the beach and it's, like evening time, the sun's setting, you can literally see, like, it looks like it's, like, dropping off.
Right, yeah, you can.
I don't think flat earthers looked at the ocean.
They just can't, they do. And there's a guy on TikTok that tries to debunk, round or spherical Earth or whatever, what is it, globe? He tries to debunk it all the time. He took, like, a video with his, some kind of Nikon camera that's supposed to zoom really far, and he shows like, okay, I'm standing here on Google Maps and I'm 40 miles away from Chicago, and Chicago's like right there off of like one of the Great Lakes. And he said, if according to the if the curvature was to curve this much every feet, then these buildings should be underground, or you should not be able to see the tops of them. But when he shows it, you can clearly see that the bottom of the buildings are cut off. At like 40 or 50 miles, you cannot see the bottom of the buildings, proving that the Earth is round.
Oh my gosh.
Or a curve, whatever you want to call it, a globe. But they think it's round, circular, but it's flat on a flat plane, and then outside of that is an ice wall that goes completely around.
Yeah, and then there's a portal.
Well, I don't know about the portal, but they say that there's an ice wall, and then beyond the ice wall, there's actually more land and other things beyond there. that they don't want us to know about.
That just sounds insane to me.
Yeah, and supposedly the ice wall is about 150 feet high, as if nobody could get over that. but I guess they have
funny.
I guess they have guards all the way around the ice wall.
Yeah.
From every country.
And they think the moon and the sun is inside.
They think it's local. Yeah, they think there's a firmament.
Which that makes no sense.
They think like Elon Musk. They think he's trying to break through the firmament. So like when he's testing his rockets, they think what he's actually doing is trying to break through the firmament.
What do they think when people went to the moon?
They don't think it's real. They think it was all like movie.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Which I don't believe that either, but I could see where they can kind of
Yeah, because the quality.
Well, the quality, but also back when we went to the moon, there was reasons behind that. So we didn't want Russia to get to the moon before we did. So there was what they called a space race at the time. And they wanted the United States to be the leaders in space exploration, right? Mm-hmm. So could that incentivize them to just create something in Hollywood to make it look like the moon landing? Yeah, they could have, but
yeah.
I mean, you're talking about a lot of people, all the people that worked for NASA, people that people that workked for NASA. Yeah, but
what about when you watch a rocket ship just go like? Psh.
They don't believe it.
Do they just believe it disappears?
They believe it just goes whoop and it goes back down.
You would see it though.
No, I guess it goes far enough in the distance. They don't. They got all kinds of excuses. They will move the goalpost. Every time you say something, they'll say, well, they'll have a reason behind it.
True, they do. It's kind of like narcissism.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
It's a little bit narcissistic.
What gets me is they think they're all so smart and they're like, you guys just don't, you haven't woke up yet. You just don't know.
We're not woke.
You're not smart enough to know. I'm like, no, I think it's quite opposite there, buddy. You don't know. I don't know. I think mostly what it is the internet has really done a disservice for a lot of people because so many people can make videos seem so convincing and they put all this stuff together and you get enough people. I think the biggest thing is people want to believe that the government is lying to us, period.
Yeah.
They like to think, they like to think that for some reason. Think that
Do you think the government is putting fentanyl in dispensaries?
In dispensaries?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to do that. Okay, there's another conspiracy that I do believe, and that's, I don't 100% believe it, that there's not enough information, there's not enough proof yet, and that's UFOs.
Oh, I've
always been intrigued by UFOs, but a lot of the stories are bullcrap.
Yeah,
like the alien abduction videos or people that say they've been abducted by aliens. I'm not going to say they're not telling the truth, but I'm very skeptical of pretty much all that. But we've had a lot of pilots come out from the military and say that they've seen all kinds of things. Plus, they got things on radar, which some of it can be explained. But there's that one guy from that was flying for the USS Nimitz that went on a few podcasts and was talking about how he and his crew encountered one. I think I told you about the one off of the coast of San Diego.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, so they were on the Nimitz and they got a call saying that they got something on the radar and they wanted them to go check it out. They were out there they were running like drills that day or something. So him and I think two other pilots got in. Like these are high ranking, one of like the highest ranking military pilots, Navy pilots that we have. Like these are very credible people, So they go fly out there to see what they're seeing on the radar. And he said as they're flying up, they could see what looked like a pill-shaped object hovering above the water. And they said the water was really calm that day. There was like really no waves out in the ocean.
I think I saw something about that.
Yeah, you probably have. It was like it made it to mainstream news.
I don't know. I saw a video of like it live action.
Well, they never got
something like that.
They had a video of only infrared later. But basically, so when they pulled up on it, right, and he started circling back, because obviously he can't just fly right down to it. They started circling around it, and he said when they started circling around it, the object it was about the size of probably a school bus or so. He said, right, no wings. It just was a solid white, what looked like a pill, just hovering up top of the water. He said it was pinging back and forth real fast, like it had no movement that you could really predict. It was just going real fast. And he said there was ripples coming up out of the water right there. And as they started circling down on this thing, it turned and like looked at them really quick. And he said it started mimicking what he was doing. Started circling up to him. And he said the next thing, they're all the pilots will go, "You guys seeing this?" And everybody's like, "Yeah, we see it. Like, what is that?" And everybody's like, "I don't know." And they said in a split second, the thing was gone.
That's crazy to me. Do you think that UFOs are built like how they do in movies, though?
I mean, I think there may be multiple kinds of UFOs. It's pretty wicked. And listen to the guys, the two people tell the story on it.
That's crazy.
These people could be, maybe the government was like, "Hey, give them some bogus ass story," and for people to like, if you want to wrap another conspiracy around a conspiracy, they could just be saying this stuff to make people, to distract people from
I
other
think
things.
I'm remembering this because you told me this and I imagined like a movie scene in my head of it, and now I'm remembering it as this like thing that I made up in my head.
What, that?
What you're telling me.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure you told me.
I told you about this.
Yeah.
Because when it came out, I was like super excited about it.
Yeah, I made like a movie of it in my head when you told me it, because you know, like when you talk to somebody and you like start imagining the things they're talking about.
Yeah.
And now I remember it as that, and I think that's why I said I saw like a video of live action of it.
Right.
Because I think I was imagining it in my head.
Yes, because the only footage they have of it later was them catching it on a radar, and they were trying to lock onto it, and they couldn't lock onto it, and it just like took off really fast.
Oh.
But you couldn't tell the shape of it or anything because it was like infrared, and it only just picks up certain parts of it, whatever. But it had no plume on it. So any other like flying object the military can pick up on like radar, it'll have like plume from the propulsion system. So like, you know, like jets and stuff have jet fuel, and helicopters have propellers and stuff. Well, they said they couldn't even see a plume on radar. It had no way of looking like it would, what was making it fly. They couldn't tell, which is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And then the other one that talks about seeing those spherical, like squares with like round balls inside of them flying all over the place. I see them everywhere.
Really?
Yes. He said they're like a cube, basically a cube that's transparent, which has like a globe inside of it. And they've come really close to hitting these objects in the sky.
Yeah. When I was little, I remember you watching that show all the time, constantly about the galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
I remember one day I walked into your room, you were like, "There's a new planet."
A new planet?
Yeah, it was some new planet. It was like 2014, 15 maybe, and there was like a new planet or something. I remember you
Not
saying,
in our solar system, but yeah, they've probably found some new planets. They find new planets everywhere.
Like 3.0 some blah 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 blah. They don't have a name for it.
Oh yeah, they always letter them. Letters and numbers.
Yeah, I remember that because you used to always watch that show.
But that's one, I guess, what you could say conspiracy. But you know, we've had all those guys went and testified under oath, and like they had a hearing or whatever in Congress. They testified under oath in front of Congress and took questions. And I mean, that alone right there would be one way to get yourself locked up for lying like that.
Yeah.
And then the other one, that the whistleblower from the Pentagon that said that he actually knows that the government, parts of the government, not everybody in the government knows, but there's parts of the government that actually have retrieved off-world crafts, and they have beings as well.
Haven't they been letting out information though?
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
But some people think that they're doing this as a distraction, that it's actually not real, and all these people are being paid by the government to distract us. Which, I mean, yeah, I guess maybe that could be a thing too.
But like, what's it called? Like the Pope or whatever talked about it.
Yeah, who knows what they have in that place, man. Yeah. They have all kinds of information in there.
Because I watched Charlie's video about it, but like there was like no like, the Pope didn't really say much. There was nothing like crazy.
Well, yeah, because he can't.
Yeah.
If they do have any kind of information, that's pretty much, he's probably been told you can't declassify any of that. Yeah. Who knows what they have inside that place. Which sucks. I just wish, since I was little, I always wish I could just have an encounter with an alien myself, like E.T. Yeah, it would be cool.
Yeah.
I'm just ready for them. If they're actually, do you think they're from here?
Aliens?
Do you think they're actually from here? Maybe they've been here for a very long time and they're here studying us? Or do you think they're from like interstellar, like from somewhere in another galaxy?
I think they're in a different galaxy.
Or do you think they're from another galaxy?
Yeah, and they just come to
or
planets.
from our galaxy, somewhere within our galaxy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're
or
on
interdimensional
Earth.
Beings.
What if they're like underground?
Any three of those, if they've been here for thousands of years and they got the technology they do, or if they're like aliens from another planet, or if they're interdimensional, all three of those is absolutely wild.
Yeah, it is.
Interdimensional would be even crazier because that means they're coming through between other dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
That would be wild.
That would be so cool. I don't know.
Some people think that it's also could be like demons.
What if aliens just look like us, but just a little tiny bit different?
Well, I mean, likely they probably could.
What if they're just humans, but just have like a better brain?
Yeah. I mean, if you think if other worlds create life, if they have to have the same kind of does the worlds have to have the same kind of what's the word I'm
life?
looking? Yeah, if other worlds and other galaxies or in our galaxy, other solar systems are able to create life like Earth has, do they use all the same? They have to use all the same. Does all the ingredients have to be the same? So would they look like us, or would they look different than us? I don't know. I guess
I don't know. I feel like it'd be kind of like like back like when like what animal was it? It was some ocean animal that could walk on water. I mean, not walk on water, walk on land.
It does now?
No, it's in the ocean now, but it used to be able to walk on land.
Oh,
Catfish?
A walking catfish?
I don't know. There was some animal that used to walk on land, but swims in the ocean now. What if they're just like that and they just adapt to different, like...
Well, if you believe in evolution, then things do adapt to its surroundings.
I believe in evolution, but like... I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I just hope we find out. Maybe they because they do fly into the ocean sometimes. Maybe there is a portal in the ocean, or maybe they're under the ocean somewhere and it opens up to an underground facility.
That'd be
and
lit.
That's where they're at all this time, and they're just here to watch us and observe us and go, look at these crazy people fighting all the time.
Do you think they're just observing us?
I don't know. I do think that we're on to something. Something's going on.
Mm-hmm. I just wish it would hurry up.
Huh?
I just wish it would hurry up. I wish they'd just take over our planet so we just know that they're real.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
You think it would change a lot?
Our planet?
Like, well, just people's, like...
It would change
everybody. Think it would change religion at all?
I feel like it might, but at the same time, I feel like they just think that, like, the devil's finally here and he's coming to take us all.
Because the Bible doesn't talk about any other beings, so
Yeah.
they would think automatically that it's demons or something.
Yeah.
Like interdimensional demons.
Yeah, that's definitely what would happen. I don't think they'd just be like, "Oh my God, yay, aliens!"
I would be.
I would
definitely
be
if
too.
they're nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could always just like
I'd
pretend
be like,
you're
get me the hell out of here. Take me if they're from another planet. I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get me off this planet. If it's better where they're at, and there's not all this political divide and shit.
Exactly.
I want off this planet.
And if they got cooler technology,
if they got a better government.
A better government.
I don't know. I think if they're millions or thousands or millions of years beyond our like understanding of things, I wonder if they were like, would they have some kind of government of some sort, or would they be beyond like fighting like we do?
What if they're just like chill?
Do they have wars like we do? Like
intergalactic wars?
Yeah, I feel like once if you've been around that long, you're beyond that stuff probably.
Yeah.
They've probably figured it out.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because if you can live that long without blowing yourselves up, I think they would be probably pretty peaceful,
Yeah.
I think.
I was going to say something, but I forgot what I was going to say.
But who knows? They could be. Supposedly, there's different kinds. You got the Greys, you got like the lizard people, and you have, I don't know, there's all different kinds of aliens, they say.
Yeah, the most common
and
one's
then
the green
Anunnaki.
one.
Anunnaki is supposedly who created us.
What's that?
They were a alien race that came here to... Basically, they came here for gold, and that they intertwined with other primates here and created us, and so we're like part Anunnaki.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Is this stuff about life being found on Mars real, or is that a conspiracy?
I haven't heard anything about it.
And like people being able to live on Mars.
Somebody just they could they can't live on it yet. There's no atmosphere there.
That's what I saw that like a year or two ago, and I was like, huh?
Yeah, can't live on Mars. No,
So
I
it was
think
just a conspiracy.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Oh,
That's
I was convinced,
That's
kind
a bullcrap
of.
made up story.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's no life. They're looking for it with the rovers, but that's where Elon supposedly wants to go. He keeps saying that they're gonna start a it's gonna have to they'll have to have like robots start building some things there because there's no atmosphere there. They can't breathe the air.
Yeah.
And it's really extremely cold. It's not livable. Probably the best thing to do is to blow a nuke up there and let it for another few thousand years. It'd probably have an atmosphere again.
Yeah. You know,
I wonder if Mars was actually a livable planet. Maybe that's where we're from originally.
I just wonder, like, I just want them to go through different galaxies.
Well, we don't have the technology.
I know,
Well,
but that'd be so
not that
cool.
we know of.
That'd be so cool, though.
Well, yeah, it would be cool to be interstellar travelers. Yeah.
Yes, like I'd want to go do it.
I just want space travel to get cheap, so all these flat earthers can go up there and shut up already.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, just take them up there to the tippity top.
Just prove
and go,
it
look,
to them.
It's round. It's a circle.
Then
it's
they'd
a
probably
globe.
say, "You're tricking me. This is AI."
Yeah, this is not a real window. This is probably a screen.
Yeah.
This is CGI.
Yeah, or they got like those glasses, the goggles on or whatever.
Yeah, they probably would think something like that. You're lying to me.
They would try every way not to
They wouldn't even
believe
get in the
it.
jet. They think they're going to probably go get rid of them, dispose
Yeah.
of them. They're taking us on the other side of the ice wall.
They'd be freaking out. That'd be so funny.
Yeah, please take them to the other side of the ice wall. Get them off this side of the planet. Please take them to the other side of the ice wall. Please get them.
Oh my god.
Is it mean that I'm kind of mean towards flat earthers though?
No,
sometimes?
I feel like no.
No.
I mean, it's just an opinion.
Yeah, but I feel like sometimes I don't really comment on a lot of their things, but I seriously think they're idiots though.
I do
That's how I
too.
feel.
Most
And maybe,
people do.
but they think we're idiots though. So
Yeah.
who's the idiot?
them. I don't care. But that's what they say about us too. They're the idiots.
Have you heard about the Disney Walt Disney's conspiracy? This one's a good one.
I know it's haunted or something.
No. So do you know why they created the movie Frozen?
No.
This is the conspiracy. So when Walt Disney died, to preserve him, they put him in cryogenics to freeze him so he'll live forever, right? And a lot of people were Googling it and finding information on it, right? That he was in cryogenics, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what Disney did is they purposely created the movie Frozen to hijack Google's search engine and algorithm. So when people would type in Disney Frozen, the only thing that would pop up is that movie.
Is that true?
That's the conspiracy, yeah. Is it true? I don't know.
It
Probably
sounds
not.
believable that they would make that movie so people would stop doing
Yeah,
that.
they said they created the movie purposely to hijack Google's algorithm. So when people would search, that they would only see the movie Frozen instead of Walt being frozen.
Oh, because Walt Disney Frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because Walt Disney supposedly froze himself in cryogenics. You know what cryogenics is?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying they look it up and only, like, they'll search up Walt Disney Frozen and then they'll just search up the movie Frozen.
Yeah, instead of looking up Walt Disney being frozen. Yeah. Because Walt Disney
That's
is
so
the
funny. What?
is the creator. Yeah, I know.
Why do you know all these conspiracies?
Because I'd see him sometimes. Do you believe that one?
No.
Yeah, they could be right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think he can be frozen.
There's all kinds of conspiracies wrapped around Walt Disney, and like they're a pedo ring and all kinds of other things.
Well, I believe that. Well, I know they were racist.
I don't know.
Well, because do you not remember the old Disney films? Have you never seen them?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm sure.
They were
Yeah,
racist.
I mean, a lot of shows were back then, not
Yeah.
just Walt Disney. It was just the times.
true.
Not saying that it was okay, but it was just kind of the times back then.
Yeah.
If you look back at a lot of old cartoons, I mean,
Yeah, that's how, like, everything was,
or
I guess.
just TV shows in general. I mean, I remember like old westerns, like the men would like spank their wives.
I remember watching old westerns when I was little.
It was so weird. Even then, I thought this is freaking weird.
Yeah, it's just like I didn't like those western shows.
Like they would punish their wives by like putting them over their knee and spanking their butt.
It's so weird.
But that was like normal back then.
Yeah, normalized.
Which is so weird.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
Why did it ever come to that?
Oh, I don't know. Just the times. I'm glad we're past that. But I
Yeah.
feel like we're going backwards, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because social media.
Social media and, well, there's one half of the country that wants to go back or never move forward and progress.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Like the boomers?
Well, I mean, not every boomer, but a lot of the boomer generation wants to go back to old times.
Yeah, but
they think the
everybody
1960s and 1970s were the best.
I,
Like every generation thinks that about their generation.
yeah,
that,
like I would love to go back to like 2012 and 2011.
yeah,
It was my
these
favorite.
kids these days and blah blah blah. They just don't. They're so like, you know what, these kids these days, they'll look back on their time and go, man, I missed those times.
Everybody
Yeah.
does that. Like you probably miss like the super early
Right.
2000s.
And I know
or, like,
that
90s.
you guys will cherish your moments now. You'll look
Yeah.
back when you're in your 30s and go, man, I really missed these things about my childhood. Even if it was things that you did online, that will be like nostalgic for you
Yeah,
to look
exactly.
back on that.
Like Minecraft,
Yeah.
even playing it right, like still, it's
But
still
they think-
nostalgic.
They think that the kids that are, being raised in, in now are not experiencing childhood
But
as
the
the
thing
way
is-
they should, because they didn't experience the way they did in the 60s and the 50s and the 40s.
The thing is, they created this life for us.
The boomers created this
They
current.
created it, and
this-
then they
yeah.
hate on it.
Well, I mean, not every boomer, but
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
they voted for the people to get in there to be able to create the current
Exactly, which makes no
social
sense.
media and the internet.
Because
Because
millennials, y'all didn't create anything.
we didn't create nothing.
No.
Nothing. I mean, we're still pretty much in our 30s right now.
Yeah,
So.
because y'all were like really young when like social media and like all phones in general like came
Yeah.
out.
I mean, I did get to experience life, what it was like before cell phones. So
Yeah.
it was nice. I think back a lot of times now, like, man, how do we, when we had to go somewhere, like we couldn't just Google things. Like, hey, how do you get here? Yeah. So, I mean, when AOL came about and the internet, we used to use, what is that thing? It would give you would print it out and it'd give you directions, or we'd have to pull a map out. And
I
then
just feel
we'd
like
go
that's
places,
so difficult.
and we'd go places for hours at a time with no phones, no way to call anybody. If we left the house and like, hey, mom, I'm leaving for a few hours. Like I was gone for a few hours. The only way to contact her was to call her on a cell phone. Like not cell phone, but a payphone. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, life was simple back then. But I will say, I mean, I don't hate the internet. I think it's done a lot of good. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I don't
nice to
hate
be
it.
able. It's nice to be able to have everything you need right there on the palm of your hand.
I don't
you know?
hate it, but I hate how just many people are so chronically online that their minds like warped and like brain rotted.
Yeah, and it's really difficult to get away from it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
like-
it's done a lot of, I think, a lot of bad and a lot of good. There's definitely pros and cons
Yeah.
for sure. It's helped in a lot of good ways and done a lot of bad. I think social media is people don't know how to communicate on there, so that's why you see people argue in the comments all the time, because most people would not talk to people like that to their face.
Oh no.
And how rude they are to just
No.
so quick to just judge somebody and say something just so hateful. Like most people would not do that. If you and I had a disagreement and I did not know you and you said something that was just completely stupid, say it was politically or whatever, I wouldn't just sit there and just completely just put you down and call you an idiot
Yeah.
to your face. I would maybe disagree with you, but that's what I think social media has had a really disconnect with people. I'm the type of person, I don't really comment a lot on videos. If it's
I
something
don't
I
either.
disagree with, for the most part, like I said, I'll watch them,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll just scroll on past the video. Even if I see something that is like maybe somebody's doing something with their kid that I wouldn't agree with, that's they're not raising them right. Who am I to say, I don't like what you're doing. Like you're
Yeah,
a piece of crap.
I don't
mom.
really comment on stuff
Yeah.
unless it's like. Yeah, I don't really comment on stuff.
Yeah.
It's very rare.
I don't put my opinion too much because I don't want to.
Same.
There's somebody on the other side of that's going to read that comment, and I'm not going to be hateful to that person.
Well, I'm never hateful when I comment, but I'll make an opinion.
Yeah. Well, opinion's one thing, but to be hateful about that opinion,
Mm-hmm.
especially if it's on somebody's looks, because I've seen people make TikToks that maybe they're got a disability or something.
Yeah.
And you read those comments, and it's so freaking sad.
Yeah, it is.
There's a guy on TikTok that he makes posts with his son. I think he got in a car crash or something, and He's disabled.
Have you?
And I mean, so many people are so hateful in the comments talking
That's
about how the way he
sad.
looks all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just outright rude.
Have you ever
comments.
seen Instagram Reels comments?
No, I don't really read the comments on Instagram.
Oh my
Reels.
gosh, because kids like to upload, like, instead of on TikTok, they upload things on Instagram Reels.
Mhm.
So their Reels will blow up, and then the comments are just filled with the most, like whoa. Like, I'll show you them later, because I don't really
Like
want to...
over the top rude stuff. Or
Not
what?
just rude, just like, what the heck? Why are you saying this to a kid?
Oh wait, somebody's saying it to a kid on the
and it's
internet.
like 11,000 people, like, saying
Like
some,
a
like,
young
crazy
girl
crap.
or something, or what?
Or a young boy, just, like, anything.
Just being like perverts or what?
Yeah, but as, like, dark humor.
I wonder how old the people are that are commenting.
I have no clue. But, and then, like, the comments are just, like, just so, like, they're just, like, what?
Yeah.
But, I don't know. A lot of them can be funny, like, the ones that are not, like, weird.
Mm-hmm.
But, like...
Oh, comments sometimes are the best thing about a video.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a funny video, usually the comments make it 10 times better. Some people have some really clever things to say in the comment section.
Yeah.
But then you get on the ones that are controversial. Like, people are just hateful, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mean people out there. I don't know. I can't do it. I just don't give my opinion usually. Definitely if it's going to be, I think before I comment usually.
Oh,
Before I make a remark, it's definitely if it's going to be, I'm not going to be rude, you know?
Same. Even sometimes, even if I comment something nice, I'm like, oh, I don't really want to comment. I just delete it. Because
Yeah.
I sometimes just get embarrassed to comment.
Yeah, I don't get embarrassed to comment. I just...
Well, so many people always see my comments. Because we all have, like, the same For You page. So they always see my comments.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I know, like, back in the day, because, you know, like, Mia Khalifa follows us. I would occasionally see her post, and I just, like, comment on her stuff. Nothing, like, bad.
Yeah.
But people would be like, Josh, what are you doing here?
Yeah,
Like,
I remember that.
I'm just hanging out. I'm just scrolling TikTok.
I don't think they know that y'all are mutuals.
Yeah. It was cool. It's cool knowing that, not that I'm, like, obsessed with celebrities or anything, but it's cool knowing that people that are celebrities are probably watching your content.
Yeah, I
sometimes,
know.
you
It's cool. This one girl I grew up watching, like, on YouTube, like, from when I was, like, 11 to, like, 14. She followed me back one time. She followed me for, like, a month, and then she unfollowed me. And I was like, are you
That's
kidding
rude.
me? Like, I was like, bro, I literally grew up on you. She, like, invented my whole soft
Maybe
girl
she accidentally
style.
followed you. I've done that, like opening up the
Probably.
app and like someone's followed me and I accidentally click it right away and follow them back.
Yeah,
Like,
probably.
oops, but I won't unfollow them because I don't want to be rude.
I felt so, like, sad after. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, I would have been sad too.
Yeah.
Aw.
Because, like, little me, if I was, like, 11 and saw that she, like, followed me, I would have been, like, ecstatic. I would have been, like, flipping out.
So did you have a bad day that day when you found out she unfollowed
No, it
you?
just hurt my heart a little. I was just like, why?
You gonna name
So
drop her or
sad.
what?
It was Des. Des. If y'all should know who she is. We all, like, kind of grew up on her, like, 2018.
Was she a YouTuber?
YouTuber. I like the soft
Maybe
girl.
she just accidentally followed you and then she
Maybe. I was so sad, though. Still like her, though.
Does she follow a lot of people?
I don't know.
I know
I
sometimes
haven't
like
saw her account since she
really-
unfollowed me.
Yeah, really big people don't follow. It's like big content creators don't follow a lot of people.
Claire Drake follows you, though.
Who's that? Wait, Claire Drake? I think that sounds
Yes.
familiar.
Yes, I've showed you her stuff before.
What'd she follow us for?
I don't. She followed us in, like,
She likes your
2020.
style, huh?
Probably not.
Claire Drake. That sounds familiar.
Did you burp?
Yeah, I did.
It stinks.
I'm sorry.
Ew.
Is that Wingstop, man?
Yeah, it stinks really
You can smell it from
bad.
over here?
Yes.
Did it smell good?
No. It smells so bad.
It was all like garlic parmesan, man.
Yeah.
And the ranch and
It
the,
smells like cheese and beer.
I haven't had any.
Yeah,
beer.
but it smells like that. That's what you
Maybe that's
smell
what
like.
you just kept saying earlier. You smell like cheese and beer.
Yeah.
I wasn't burping until just now, though.
I don't know. Maybe it's just Wingstop that smells like that.
But you
but
said my car stunk earlier too, but it smelled just like Wingstop
Yeah, well,
when I
no,
got
it
back
smelled
in
like
it.
dog food.
I don't have any dog food
I know,
in my
but it
car.
smelled like dog food.
Wingstop does have a weird smell, though.
I won't eat it. Disgusting.
We're not going to go through this conversation again about Wingstop.
But yeah, Claire Drake follows you.
Woohoo!
Do you know who Hamza is?
Mm-mm.
You don't know who Slushy Noobs is?
Nope.
God. Why?
Am I supposed to know these people? These are all like Gen
Yes.
Z people. I don't know all them.
I'll show you after.
Sorry. I don't know who that is.
I used to watch like a lot of their like Twitch, not Twitch streams. There was like, I don't know what they were. Something, I don't know. I would watch them on YouTube, so I didn't know what they were, or like on TikTok back in like 2020.
Yeah.
It was like Chase Rutherford and Hamza Haley. I think her name was Haley. I don't remember. And then Claire.
Claire Drake.
Yes.
What does she do? Like what kind of content she posts?
Just random funny stuff.
Oh.
She's just a funny person. Same with Hamza.
Hamza's
my favorite.
I wish TikTok had an option where you can go in and see all the verified accounts that follow you.
I know, that'd be so nice.
Yeah.
Or just popular people in general.
Yeah, verified
That'd be
accounts.
nice.
I guess it's really not that important.
No.
But it would be just kind of nice to know who's following
You just give me an idea just to go look up and see if anybody follows me.
Dude, you would have to scroll forever.
No, you can search in your followers.
Well, yeah, you'd have to know the name of these people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying because there's a lot of people I probably don't even know.
Yeah.
There's probably nobody besides Mia and Claire Drake that follow me.
Yeah, probably.
Like our content.
Well, no, there's some other verified people that follow you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's whatever.
I mean, I've got some verified
glad they
people that
enjoy our
follow me that
content.
like were famous at one point, but like, yeah.
Yeah. Good old TikTok's being rude lately, man, with
Yeah,
their
I
views.
know.
They're hating on us.
My views are down too. Not as much as
I
yours are.
think since we're on the creator program, they're on a budget this month, probably.
Maybe. Hopefully next month will be better. And our views will be back up instead of us like being like low-key shadow banned.
Yeah, it just sucks. I mean, it's not that important, but it would be nice, especially when we're trying to grow this podcast.
Yeah.
It gives more people over here.
Yeah.
So if you're still watching this, don't forget to subscribe.
Please. I don't know why I tried to look at that camera like it was pointing at me.
Anyways, I think we're done. I think this podcast has been probably about 30 minutes or longer.
No, it's been an hour.
It hasn't been an hour.
I'm looking at the time.
Yeah. Anyways, do the outro.
Okay. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you guys and peace.
Peace.